10 diss tracks.
A hustler, lying on your dick. Said you was fucking her. Use higher learning.
10 moments where rappers didn't just fire back.
Don't ever open your mouth and mention my seed. Talk about my book. You bought to.
They took their opponent's own ammunition and loaded it into a different gun.
Fucked over, left for dead, distant, forgotten. Luck ran out. They hope that I'll be gone.
You know the feeling when someone uses your own words against you, when they take what you said and twist it until you're arguing with yourself? That's what happens when a diss track weaponizes your own lyrics, when they sample your voice while calling you whack. When they flip your flow structure to prove you're predictable, when they quote you back to you until your own bars sound like a confession. This isn't just about beef, it's about strategy. The kind of disrespect where you can't even defend yourself without proving their point. These 10 tracks rewrote the rules. Number 10, Common, The Bitch in You. Here's what most people don't know about this beef. It started over a metaphor. 1994, Common drops I Used to Love Her, uses a woman as a symbol for hip-hop's evolution. There's a line about her being with some guys in the hood, references a movie title, Ice Cube's movie. Cube takes it personal, 1995. Fires back on Mac 10's West Side Slaughterhouse. Flips Common's song title back at him. Makes it explicit, makes it disrespectful.
What trouble I see, and manage a WC and whack 10, you're backed into a fork.
Common waits a year, 1996. Pete Rock gives him the beat for The Bitch in You, and here's where it gets surgical.
Real, grafted ass nigga, I see through your glass shield, had skills.
Common takes one of Cube's most famous song titles from the N.W.A. era. That phrase everyone knew. That statement Cube built part of his reputation on, and Common makes it the thesis of his entire response. Your own words, your own philosophy. Now it's about you. The hook structure mirrors what Cube said. The cadence matches, but the target's different. It's like watching someone use your own fighting style to knock you out, then Common ends it by quoting Cube's exact phrasing back to him, makes it sound like Cube convicted himself. Minister Farrakhan had to broker peace. That's how deep it cut. Because when you use someone's legacy to attack them, you're not just winning a battle, you're rewriting their history.
Rich, got the nerve to say you rob. Hypocrite, I'm filling out your death certificate.
Number 9, LL Cool J, The Ripper Strikes Back. 1997, Cannabis is young, hungry, gets a feature on 4321 with Method Man, Redman, DMX. His verse has a line about LL's microphone tattoo, asked to borrow it. LL rewrites his own verse, tells Cannabis the symbol's off limits. But here's the thing, LL keeps his diss in, makes Cannabis change his. The power move was complete before the beef even started. 1998, Cannabis drops second round KO, goes hard, gets Mike Tyson in the video. Wyclef produces it. The song hits number 28 on Billboard. LL responds with The Ripper Strikes Back. And listen to the strategy. He takes a phrase Cannabis used about consuming competition and repeats it over and over in a completely different context. Turns aggressive hunger into something else entirely. Makes it sound ridiculous. Your own energy, your own intensity. Now it's a punchline, but the real damage is structural. You ready, shook nigga? I wrote the book, nigga. Held down my crown for a decade and LL points out that Cannabis built his entire debut around this beef. Your whole career is me. Every bar you write is a response to my existence. I'm not threatened. I'm your only storyline. And if you remember 1998, you know how this played out.
hardcore in a sense like Heather Hunter, but definitely not with the lyrics that drop thunder.
Cannabis's album Can I Buzz disappointed. The industry backed LL. The narrative became that the veteran crushed the rookie, but LL did it by making Cannabis's own ambition look like desperation.
Epileptic lyrical methods is my throne. Plastic 50-pound ass and make it flow.
Real talk. Only 9% of you watching this are actually subscribed. That hurts a little, not gonna lie. We spend hours digging through archives, fact-checking every detail, bringing these stories back to life because this music deserves to be remembered. And you're here because you care about that too. So if these videos mean something to you, if you've ever said, damn, I didn't know that, or felt something while watching, just hit subscribe. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and it tells YouTube to show this to more people who love this music like we do. Let's build this together. All right, back to the story. Number 8, Nas Ether.
I am the truest. Name a rapper that I ain't influenced. Gave y'all chapters.
September 2001, Jay-Z drops Takeover, destroys Nas, calls his career inconsistent, samples Nas' own voice from an Illmatic track and claims Jay used it better.
I can handle this for Dolo and his manuscript. Just sounds stupid when
Nas waits 3 months. December, Ether drops, and the first thing you hear is the hook structure, that same cadence Jay used, those same letters, but now they're a threat instead of a brag. Your own flow. I'm speaking in your voice while destroying you.
Fuck with your soul like ether. Teach you the king, you know you.
But here's what made Ether devastating. Nas doesn't just attack Jay-Z's present, he goes back to Jay's origin story. References the early days, the mentor relationship with Jazzo, brings up the music videos from before Jay was Jay-Z, the outfits, the positions, everything Jay wanted people to forget.
Already made an album called Blueprint first. Biggie's your man, then you got the nerve.
Then Nas does something brilliant. He takes Jay's own statement about surpassing Biggie and turns it into evidence of disrespect. Your ambition looks like betrayal. Your confidence looks like you're standing on your dead friend's grave.
Burner at the side of your dome. Come out of my throne. I got this. Lock sense.
The line about Jay getting murdered on his own track by Eminem, that's Nas using Jay's own collaboration against him. Your own album, your own guest verse, proof you're not even the best on your own song. And if you were in New York in December 2001, you remember the shift. Because Nas took Jay's entire persona and made it look like a costume. This changed diss tracks forever. It made it about deconstructing your opponent's whole identity using their own building blocks.
Chest face gone. How can Nas be garbage? Semi-autos at your college.
Number 7, Jay-Z, Takeover. September 11th, 2001, the day the towers fell. Jay-Z drops the blueprint, and track 2 is Warfare. Here's what's vicious about Takeover.
Back in 88, you was a ballerina. I got the pictures, I seen you. Then you
Jay-Z literally samples Nas's voice, takes audio from Nas's Illmatic era, and plays it in the background while calling Nas washed up. So you're hearing young Nas while Jay explains how that Nas is dead.
We running this rap shit. Memphis Bleak, we running this rap shit.
Then Jay references his own song, Dead Presidents 2, where he borrowed Nas's flow structure, and Jay's defense is that he did it better. I stole your style and perfected it. Your own technique, I own it now.
Running this rap shit. Chris and Nick, we running this rap shit.
For Nas, Jay goes through his entire discography, uses Nas's own album titles against him, your own career choices, your own artistic decisions, evidence of your decline. But the coldest part is the Prodigy section. Jay threatens to show the childhood photo, and when he performed it at Summer Jam, he did exactly that. Displayed a picture of Prodigy as a kid in dance class, made it huge on the screen behind him. Your own past, your own childhood, used to destroy your street credibility.
You little fuck, I got money stacks bigger than you. When I was pushing weight,
And for both Nas and Prodigy, Jay's using their own public record against them. Contracts, career decisions, everything they put out there becomes ammunition. The culture still debates who won between Jay and Nas. Some say Takeover was more factual. Others say Ether hit harder emotionally.
ROC too strong for y'all. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
You probably know which side you're on, but Takeover established the blueprint, used their own voice, their own history, make them regret every decision they document.
I don't care if you mob deep, I hold triggers to crew.
Number 6, Ice Cube, No Vaseline.
Niggas just phony. I put that on my mama and my dead homies.
1989, Ice Cube leaves N.W.A, disputes over money. Jerry Heller manages Ruthless Records with Eazy-E. Cube feels exploited, walks.
Cause he's going out like Tooth the Kid, but I got a whip for you, Toby.
N.W.A fires back on 100 Miles and Running. And Real Niggas calls Cube a traitor. Benedict Arnold says he abandoned the crew. 1991, Cube drops No Vaseline on death certificate. And here's the genius.
Living with the whites, one big house, and not another nigga in sight.
Cube takes N.W.A.'s own group name and tears it apart. You call yourself something for life, but you're controlled by someone else. Your own identity is a contradiction. The manager pulling strings, the contracts you signed.
Real quick and easy dick, it's smelling like MC Ren shit. Trying to tell you.
Cube literally references the deal terms, the percentages, the way Ruthless Records was structured. He's reading their own contracts back to them and showing how they got played. But the most brutal part, Cube uses Eazy's own public appearances against him.
Looking like straight bozos. I saw it coming, that's why I went solo.
The Republican fundraiser with President Bush, the move to a different city while claiming to represent Compton, your own actions, your own choices, proof you're not what you claim to be. Then Cube points out that the group is named after being independent, but everything they do is controlled by management. The irony is built into their own brand.
Yelling Compton, but you moved to Riverside, so don't front. MC Ren, cause I remember.
N.W.A never responded as a group. Within months, Dr. Dre left too, because once Cube exposed the business structure, the whole thing collapsed. Sometimes you don't need to make up insults, just read the contracts out loud.
You been a dick. Eazy-E saw your ass and went in it quick. You got Joe.
Number 5, Eminem, Nail in the Coffin.
To lift me. Please don't, you'll probably fall with me and I'll ask the boat.
2002, Benzino co-owns The Source magazine, gives Eminem 4 mics instead of 5 for The Eminem Show. Eminem thinks it's personal, thinks Benzino's biased.
Pop shops, rockin' spots where you're the only white boy up in that bitch just gripping.
Benzino drops multiple disses, says Eminem doesn't write his own raps, calls him Culture Vulture, the new Vanilla Ice. Eminem drops 3 responses, The Sauce, Nail in the Coffin, and others. And here's the strategy.
You can still have a little bit of dignity.
I would never claim to be no.
Eminem takes The Source's entire rating system and uses it against Benzino. You created the standard for judging rap. Now let's apply it to your music. Your own failed rap career, your own albums nobody bought. By your own metrics, you're garbage.
About your wife slicing the wrist right in front of the only thing that you have in this world. A little.
Then Eminem references Benzino putting his own son in music videos, points out the desperate attempts at relevance, your own family, your own need for attention, proof you'll exploit anything for a look. But the deepest cut is this.
He hold me over some balcony without throwing his lower back out as soon as he go.
Eminem shows that Benzino's entire beef is about using Eminem's name to stay relevant. The Source needed controversy. Benzino needed enemies. Your whole platform depends on who you're attacking. The beef lasted years.
I don't know shit about no shopping rocks, but what you know about it.
Benzino eventually left The Source in 2005, and Eminem's career just got bigger because Eminem took Benzino's own creation and showed how corrupt it was. The magazine, the ratings, the power, all of it compromised.
Ray Benzino, an 83-year-old fake Pacino. So how can
Number 4, Drake, Back to Back.
Hey, I waited 4 days, nigga, where y'all at? I drove here in a rave plane.
July 2015, Meek Mill goes to Twitter, says Drake doesn't write his own raps, says Quentin Miller wrote his verse on Rico, drops the reference track as proof. 4 days later, Drake drops Back to Back, and the title itself is the first shot.
I've been putting on the show, it was a sellout event. Oh,
Toronto Blue Jays won back-to-back World Series in 1992 and 1993. Beat the Philadelphia Phillies in 93. Meek's hometown. The cover art is Joe Carter's championship moment. Your own city's lost. Then Drake takes Meek's weapon and destroys him with it. Twitter.
I'm not sure what it was that really made y'all mad, but I guess this is...
You started this on social media. Now let's talk about trigger fingers turning to Twitter fingers. Your own platform, your own medium. Proof you're all talk. But here's the surgical part. Drake references Meek's position on Nicki Minaj's Pink Print tour. Asks if it's a world tour or your girl's tour.
Who's a real nigga and who ain't one, please? Somebody stop me.
In your own relationship, your own career position, everything you thought was success now looks like you're in her shadow. The song charts at number 21, gets a Grammy nomination. First diss track to get that kind of mainstream recognition in the streaming era. Meek tries to respond. Wanna Know doesn't hit. He eventually deletes it from SoundCloud.
I did another one. You still ain't did shit about the other one.
Because Drake took everything Meek was proud of and reframed it as weakness. The girlfriend, the tour, the platform, all of it. And if you were on Twitter in July 2015, you remember the memes, the jokes, the complete destruction. Drake won by using Meek's own world against him.
What I gotta do to make y'all rap, I mean, oh, can't fool the city, man, they know it's...
Number 3, 50 Cent, Wanksta. But here's what you need to understand. This wasn't originally a Ja Rule diss. 2002, 50's Building Buzz. Wanksta is on the 8 Mile soundtrack. It's about fake gangsters in general. People who talk about the life but don't live it. Then the Ja Rule beef escalates. Murder Inc. versus Shady Aftermath. 50 was already going at Ja on mixtapes, but Wanksta becomes the anthem. And here's why it destroyed Ja.
You say you a gangster, but you never nothing. You say you a wankster.
Because Ja Rule built his whole career on being street. The Murder Inc. brand, the toughness, the authenticity. 50 takes that entire image and shows the contradictions. You make love songs with Ashanti and J-Lo. You're on TRL. You're pop, but you're trying to maintain this tough image.
Same old two-step, gorilla unit, cuz they say we boiled down.
The word Wanksta itself becomes a weapon. It's Ja's own duality used against him, your own career decisions, your own crossover success, proof you're not what you claim, but the real damage is that Wanksta goes mainstream. Hits number 13 on Billboard. Gets radio play. So now millions of people who don't even know about the beef are singing along to 50 calling someone fake. Ja tries to respond.
But I know she after my cheddar, she trying to get in my pockets on me, and I ain't gonna let her.
But by 2003, when the FBI raids Murder Inc., It's Over, 50 wins. Becomes the biggest thing in rap because he took Ja's own contradiction and made it a catchphrase. Your whole image is the lie.
You need to stop fronting. You ain't a friend of mine. You ain't no kin of mine.
Number 2, Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. June 1996, Tupac's convinced Biggie and Bad Boy set him up for the Quad Studios shooting in 1994. He's been sending subliminals on All Eyes on Me. Now he's done being subtle.
Who shot me, but your punks didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga,
Hit 'Em Up samples the beat from Get Money by Junior Mafia, your own crew's production. I'm standing on it while threatening your life. But here's the psychological warfare. Tupac takes everything Biggie represents and systematically attacks it.
we bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy trying to see me weak. Hearts are
Using Biggie's own claims. You said you're the king of New York. I'm saying you're soft. You said you run the city. I'm here now. Prove it. Then the Faith Evans reference. Biggie's wife, whether it happened or not doesn't matter for the diss.
I'm running through, nigga, and I'm smoking Junior Mafia in front of you, nigga, with the ready power tuck.
The accusation weaponizes Biggie's own family, your own marriage. Now it's ammunition. And Tupac doesn't just go at Biggie. He declares war on Junior Mafia, Mobb Deep, Bad Boy Records, everyone.
first off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West
Takes all their affiliations and makes loyalty to Biggie look dangerous. Your own crew, your own label, All targets because of you. 3 months later, September 13th, Tupac was shot in Las Vegas. Died 6 days later. Biggie was killed in March 1997, and Hit 'Em Up became evidence that this beef was never entertainment. It was real, it was personal, and it was fatal. It's a warning about what happens when you use everything someone loves to destroy them. Number 1, Kool Moe Dee, How You Like Me Now.
And only rock crowds, but never rock records. How you like me now?
1987. LL Cool J is the biggest thing in rap. I'm Bad is everywhere. He's young, cocky, wearing the Kango, calling himself the greatest.
In that way, I let my mic do the talking and let the music play.
Kool Moe Dee is the veteran, treacherous 3 legend, watching this kid take over using a style Kool Moe Dee pioneered. The album How You Like Me Now drops. The cover is Kool Moe Dee standing over a crushed Kangol hat, LL's signature hat, destroyed. But here's the genius of the title track.
Using my rap style, and I'm playing the background. Meanwhile, I ain't.
Kool Moe Dee doesn't just diss LL. He takes LL's entire braggadocio style and shows where it came from. Every technique LL uses, every flow pattern, Kool Moe Dee did it first. The song structure mirrors LL's approach, the confidence, the aggression. But Kool Moe Dee's using it to prove he's the original. You think you invented this? I taught this style. Your whole persona is borrowed. And here's why it's number 1. Because Kool Moe Dee doesn't need to quote LL's lyrics. He quotes LL's entire career and shows the blueprint came from someone else. LL responded with Jack the Ripper. The beef went back and forth. Both made great music from it. But How You Like Me Now established something critical. You can't build an empire on innovation if someone older can prove you're just the student.
Every time I rock the mic, I left a stain in your brain that will remain.
The whole foundation becomes questionable. Your success, your style, your claim to greatness, all of it derived from someone you never credited. That's the ultimate flip. Taking someone's entire career and showing it's really yours.
How you like me now?